All right, guys, good morning. Welcome to today's media availability. Visiting now with Flames cornerback Chris Megginson as we look ahead to the game coming up here this weekend with Old Dominion. Chris, you guys coming off another win on the road this time. How does it feel to be 2-0?
Always feels good, be 2-0 when, especially on the road game, hostile environment, and it's always good to celebrate a win every week. So, whenever we get that chance, play hard, get a dub, always got good to celebrate.
I'll ask you about Elijah Davis for ODU. You guys classmates, but understand he got a little dinged up here recently. Have you talked to him recently, or how do you feel about potentially facing him on Saturday night?
I haven't talked to him recently, but I did hear he got banged up a little bit, so hopefully he's able to play this week. So it'll be real exciting moment to play against him. As my old teammate from high school, and we grew up playing Little League together, also, just like me and Caleb did for first week at Campbell, and it's gonna be real special. A lot of hype around the city again, so it's gonna be real good.
Yeah, it's got to be fun facing these former teammates now in college. What kind of player was he? What kind of kid is he, Elijah?
Oh, he's a great person. Great kid. Just being knowing him ever since we grew up. He's always he's not a selfish person. He's always caring. About others. He's definitely a family person. So he always looks out for family and friends and does whatever he can to help other people. So.
We'll take some questions here from the media too. Let's go to John Manson from the Sea of Red.
Hey Chris, tell us about ODU. What type of challenges do they present to you guys on offense?
I say the most challenged thing really is just not having as much film from last season. They didn't have a season last season, and so just kind of just going off what we know and from the season before from last season, and then just seeing their Wake Forest game from this season and Hampton game pretty much, and just going off of what we see from those.
Go to Damien from the News in Advance.
Hey Chris, if Elijah does get to play, no matter if he gets to play, or whoever running back there, that's a big offensive line that you guys have to go up against. What's going to be a challenge for you guys to make sure their run game doesn't get going?
Pretty much just keep either the quarterback or Lala just contain really, and just keep them not be able to run up the middle or in the inside zone, what they pretty much want to do, and pretty much beat them with speed. We normally don't care, or our D line specifically don't care about size or anything. So we gonna come at them and come beat them with speed or the technique. So it don't really matter.
Ed Lane from Virginia Talk Radio Network. Ed, you're muted. There you go.
Chris, hey there. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Awesome. My computer's acting screwy. Anyway, you guys defensively really seem like you've been able to put the clamps down as a unit the last couple of games, especially when the flow of the game is called for it and needed it. Give us your assessment, not just for the defensive backs in your unit, but what you've seen across the field that's positioned you guys to be able to come up with a lot of clutch play.
I say specifically our chemistry just on the back end, and then as a defense as a whole, we all just work as a unit, and nobody's pretty much just thinking about themselves. We always just thinking about each play, one play at a time, and just getting off the field, and just for us pretty much, just go handle with the D line, D line. Either send pressure or we just hold it down in the back end, and it just all works out.
Damien.
Chris, do you guys have a running back on the scout team that can mimic what Elijah can do in terms of his speed, his strength? I mean, even when he was in high school, he was built like a tank, and I'm sure he's gotten better, with the full season in 2020 just of working out and getting stronger.
Right now we got Malik Caper is him pretty much in scout for scout, and I say Malik's pretty. He's doing a pretty good job at doing being la for this week, and definitely resembles the size a little bit. And then Malik got a little speed to him too. So it's a good look for this week for la.
Who's been running back spot quarterback?
I think Sean and Will's been doing switching it off. So
Let's go back to Ed.
Just elaborate, Chris, if you would, the pass rush that you guys have been able to generate. Obviously, it was a big factor in the defensive line getting into the backfield against Troy. Just take us from your perspective, what that does for you as a defensive back in your unit in terms of making your job easier.
As it pretty much to make my job easier and just for what they do. It's just pretty much timing. It just makes the play shorter, so where we don't have to stay in coverage as much or long, pretty much, and it just goes hand in hand. Like I said earlier, it just goes hand in hand. So what we do, just keeping in coverage and keeping the quarterback looking downfield, just gives them time, just get there and get the sack. So.